Yo, what's going on, man? Today, man, I'm giving you guys two videos because I wasn't able to upload yesterday. Got caught up in something, but I'm not making no excuses. I'm going to make two videos today and make up for the other day yesterday. I preach about consistency, and who am I to preach about consistency if I'm not following it myself? So although I missed it, I'm gonna make it up for today, man, because I'm a really big believer of consistency over a long period of time, because that will eventually lead to a better circumstance towards your goal than where you currently are. All right. So in today's video, I'm going to be talking about what you can do if you are trying to hit your fitness goal, particularly if you're trying to, lose fat while also keep and build your muscle. What you can do when you're going out, you're going to a special occasion, you're going to a buffet, you might go to a party, whatever the case may be, right? So it's inevitable, sometime you're gonna have to, maybe go off diet, all right? And you may know that it's a day that's coming up. Maybe it's a wedding, for example, right? And I think it's very hard to, stick to a diet and everything when, you're just relying on your willpower to make sure that when you go to that event that you don't end up splurging. So I know from previous experience, at least my previous experience, because I used to be a fat boy myself, I know I want to eat a lot of food there. I just do. The food is going to be amazing. Why would I not enjoy the food, right? So here are some steps you can take in order to mitigate any losses to your gains, and in fact may minimize and completely remove any damage you're about to put on your goals by splurging out for that night. Okay, so to start off, man, if you know you're about to go out for a particular night, the number one thing I suggest, if you're trying to stay within your calorie deficit, is to do intermittent fasting. Okay, intermittent fasting is just when you're simply just not eating any food at all for an extended period of time. All right, if you do intermittent fasting, let's say you miss breakfast and maybe you have a late lunch, all right, what that's gonna do is it's gonna allow you to have more calories later on in the night because you haven't eaten all day, all right? So it allows you to still be able to, enjoy a meal with your family and friends or whoever, right? But at the same time, because you're intermittent fasting, I would say don't have your first meal until like 3 or 4 p.m. But prolonging your first meal will make it so that closer towards the evening or closer leading up to the event, you can allow yourself to have more than you usually do. Okay, the second thing I really recommend is cardio. Now I know how everybody feels about cardio, man, and I always suggest just doing the typical high incline regular speed cardio, because it's not running or anything. You can watch some YouTube, you can listen to an audiobook while you're doing it, you can make a phone call, you can do whatever at that pace, right? Assuming you're in reasonably good shape, all right, or you're approaching that. But I'm telling you, man, especially if you want to enjoy a night out and everything, but you don't want to sacrifice your goals, I really recommend doing cardio, man. At least man, do 30 minutes, man, because you're trying to burn fat too, man. You're trying to get all these gains. So do cardio because it's gonna burn calories, which is gonna put you in a further calorie deficit, gives you more room to eat towards the night. You see what the common theme here is just basically setting all this shit up so that you can enjoy yourself at night, not have to worry about it. Start the next day back on your diet and hit all the strides in order to hit your fitness goal. Okay, so that's the second thing. So the first thing is to do intermittent fasting. The second thing to do is do cardio during the day. Right? The third thing I recommend is when you actually get to the event now, right? So let's say you get to the event, you did your intermittent fasting, you did your cardio, okay? When you go there, try to prioritize protein first, okay? And let's say maybe it's a late night event, you might have a late lunch at 4 or something. Try to get as much protein as you possibly can, all right? The reason why you want to do this is because first off, it takes longer for your body to digest protein. And because it takes longer for your body to digest protein, it will make you feel more full. All right. So, and on top of that too, eating, adequate amount of protein is gonna allow you to put on muscle as well as retain your muscle if you're trying to lose weight and you want to keep your muscle. It'll help retain it by burning the fat instead of your muscle. Okay, so you want to prioritize protein. What is protein? Anything that's like meat, eggs, cheese, Greek yogurt, even some nuts have some good source of protein. You want to get your protein in early. Okay. General guideline I tell everyone is just 0.8 to 1 gram per pound of body weight. Okay. So now that you've done, your intermittent fasting, you did your cardio, you're getting your protein in first. I would suggest also drinking a lot of water, because that's also gonna help you full. But at that point, man, you can afford on a particular night to enjoy and maybe splurge when it comes to the food. All right, don't go overboard. There's always going to be food around. There's never going to be a famine, especially if you live in North America. I don't know where you're watching this from, but if you live in North America, don't worry, bro. The food is not going away. You can enjoy it another time later, bro. Don't go overboard with it, but at the same time, you want to maybe have more than you usually do on your diet. You definitely can if you follow all those steps. And to anyone out there just watching this right now, man, just remember that even if you mess up one day on your diet, it really won't make a difference. The same way that hitting one workout a week, you really won't see a difference. All right. So as long as you're just keeping it consistent most of the time, man, that one night won't hit you. And maybe perhaps you don't even have to do all that shit I just said, because you've been consistent for so long that it really doesn't hurt you too much to have an occasional night out. But these are for the people who are serious about their fitness goals and want to take it to that level that even when they do go out, they don't end up messing their fitness goals up. Anyways, man, I appreciate you watching this video. If you could, subscribe to the channel, give it a like. If you have any suggestions of what you want me to talk about next, leave it in the comments below. Other than that, I'm going to catch you guys in the next one.